Now from the land of 10,000 lakes, we've got afternoon baseball from Target Field in Minneapolis. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Minnesota Twins. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Aaron Noah gets the starting nod for the Twins. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the fours. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the fours indicates.
Here's Starling Marte. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. Here it comes. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. Kluth is there. Throw not in time, so he's able to beat one out here to kick off the ball game.
Talk about being caught off guard. You won't see that but once a year. First pitch of the game, and he bunts for a knock, and now they have to deal with him on the base pass.
Set to get his day started, Mike Moustakas, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Here's the first pitch to him. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Giancarlo Stanton, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Marte on second. Moustakas on at first with nobody out. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
And now on 2-0, you just can't lay a fastball in there, or he could make it 3-0 before you know it. It's all about limiting the damage in this situation.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Hit on the ground out to short. The second for one. On to Mauer. It's a double play. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, this team can do one thing very well. This lineup leads the league in home runs, and that's why people pay the price of admission. They want to see the long ball. Everybody loves home runs, and it's exactly what this lineup gives you. They get count leverage 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Don't look for that base hit the other way. They are trying to turn and burn.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 2 outs here with a runner at third. A pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Here now the 2-2. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 34 home runs now on the year, and that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason. So he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play. Here comes the first pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. Home half of the first coming up at Target Field. It's now 2-0 Pittsburgh. Garrett Cole is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's having a real solid season up to this point, and I know he'd like to get one more notch in his belt to get to that 200 Ks on the season. He's awfully close, so you'd have to think in the back of his mind he'd like to punch out a few here and get into that 200 K club for the year.
Now at the plate, Alberto Mondesi. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board. And that's exactly what they did. A little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup has just gone cold. It happens from time to time, but somebody's going to have to create a spark. Hopefully it's with the first 2 guys in the batting order.
And the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike. Swing and a liner, but right at the shortstop for the second out. So here's Joe Mauer as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. And Davis will put this one away, and the inning is over. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More Matt. Here's Chris Davis now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, D-Row, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And over at first base in this one today is the guy that can pick it with the best of them. And I can't overstate that enough. As a former middle infielder, when you could close your eyes and throw it over to first base knowing it was getting picked out of the grass or picked out of the dirt, man, what a comfortable feeling.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. One out, nobody on. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
In now, Jose Reyes. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. The 0-1 pitch. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Working for the punch out and the offering.
1 and 2.
And a waste pitch there, 1 and 2. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get 2. There's one. Back to Mauer, but it's not in time, and they'll settle for just the 1 out. So striding forward now, number 23. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Sure enough, there goes Reyes. Pitch outside, the throw, and it's not in time, so Reyes has himself a stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. 1 left for Pittsburgh, but they're on top 2-0. Leading off the inning, Oswaldo Garcia, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. I tried to jerk that one, and it's 2-2. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
Into the box now, Trevor Plouffe. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Plouffe averages a hit once every 4 at-bats, an average at exactly 250. A ball and a strike. Plouffe makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And we're fortunate enough to watch one of the best outfielders in the game. The Gold Glover resides in left field. Can go back on balls as easily as go in on balls. Strong, accurate throwing arm. Look for him to make a play today.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Swinging a soft liner and a base hit. So the Twins are into the hit column for the first time. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box now, Johnny Field. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike one. Garcia at second. Mayfield is over at first with one away. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Soft liner towards short. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
And Reyes will put this one away, and the side is retired. Twins get a run on 2 hits. We'll go now to the top of the third. Pirates lead it 2-1. Welcome back to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Time now for the 3rd inning to get underway from Target Field. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch runs up. A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
So striding in, Mike Moustakas. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Into the corner and slicing foul.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
The 1-2. Fouled off. Fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. And he got him.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Giancarlo Stanton now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and he'll be back in standing up. Now the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Mayfield. He's got it, and there are two down now. Ready to take his axe again, Pedro Alvarez, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, in this last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Pirates leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Leading off the inning, Alberto Mondesi, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Alberto Mondesi.
Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Runs up and gets this one down. Davis comes up with it. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Digging in, Travis Blankenship, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in. And still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Take something off, but it's 1-2 now. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Hit to first. Davis has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. When we return, it'll be Andrew McCutchen to start things out. 3 innings complete. It's the Pirates 2 and the Twins 1. So digging in now, Andrew McCutchen. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1. One and 1 to Andrew McCutchen. A bouncer up the middle. And McCutchen has himself a base hit. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning. So a base hit for him has him aboard to start out their half of the 4th as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. Settling in now, Chris Davis. First time up, he went down looking. From the stretch. Changeup in for a strike. Here it comes on 0-2. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
When in doubt, take a step off the mound, grab the rosin bag, and take a deep breath. After a leadoff single, now you almost drilled the guy with the next pitch. You have to find a way to rely on your mechanics.
Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. A runner at first with no outs here. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the fourth time he struck out, and we're only in the second game of this series.
So now Carlos Santana. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
The 1-0 home. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And they will not get McCutchen here. He's in safely at second base. So he's in safely there following the 1-out steal of second. And with that, we take you to our team leaderboard to display the clubs with the most stolen bases so far this year. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category, and in fact lead all of baseball as well. And this one's in the dirt. The throw will go to third. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one misses to Santana, and he'll take that free pass down to first.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. The 1-2 clips the inside corner for strike 3. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They lead it 2-1. Digging in, Oswaldo Garcia. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at bat. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Pirates' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
3-0 now. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Now to the plate, Chris Mayfield. He singled his last time up. Over to first, Cole. A dive, but he's back. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Hit the other way out toward right field. Under it now is Stanton to make the catch, and there are 2 away now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Stepping into the box, Johnny Field. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1. They're down 2-1. Next will be the designated hitter, number 23. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Number 23.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing, both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Number 23 goes down for the first out in the 5th inning. Here's Starling Marte. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Softly on a line to third, and plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down.
Second baseman.
Standing in, Mike Moustakas. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. The 1-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Garcia racing back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
Giancarlo Stanton now as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Moustakas stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Digging in, Rene Rodriguez. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole.
Designated hitter, Rene Rodriguez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. Now at the plate, Eric Fry. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed and grinded out a nice knock.
Ready once again, Alberto Mondesi, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This is hit softly to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Now batting, Travis Blankenship. First pitch on its way. Smoke toward third. Alvarez is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. After the break, we'll see the former number 1 overall pick, Pedro Alvarez. In now is Pedro Alvarez. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Mayfield has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Coming to the plate now, Andrew McCutchen. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
And there's ball two now. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the sixth. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
There's ball four.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Striding into the box, Chris Davis. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First offering on its way. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike three.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Ball one. McCutchen leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Garcia moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Pirates leave one. They still lead it 2-1. Stepping in, Joe Mauer. He got on top of one and was a ground down victim last time.
Third baseman, Joe Mauer.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a slider on the inside for strike one.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Fielded by Moustakas. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The right fielder, number 5, Oswaldo.
The next twin up, Oswaldo Garcia. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Lays off 1-0.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
2-0 now. Now Cole's delivery 2-0. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92. You can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
And this is taken in by Reyes for out number 2.
Third baseman, number
Striding in,
24.
Trevor Plouffe. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Fastball in there for a called strike. Hit on the ground is short. Right there is Reyes. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. 2-1. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. It's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Cold strike, 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to Jose Reyes.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Mondesi backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now, number 23. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
The 1-2. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
3-2. Starling Marte waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Starling Marte. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one right down Main Street.
It's really hard to work deep in the games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up too.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing it that way.
In the dirt here. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Luke's got to get rid of it to second for one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Now batting, second baseman.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Mike Moustakas. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. First pitch on its way. Strike called. Now the throw down. And a wide throw here as it skips into center field.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
Skied into very shallow right. Garcia is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1 left for Pittsburgh as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Coming to the plate now, Chris Mayfield. A hit in 2 tries so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now a ball swung on and hit to Davis over at first. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Johnny Field.
Digging in now, Johnny Field. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Weak chopper up the line. Alvarez moving to his right. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Rene Rodriguez.
Now it will be the Minnesota DH, Rene Rodriguez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. 2-2. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton will get the first shot when we return. It's the Pirates 2 and the Twins 1. Now in the box, Giancarlo Stanton. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Luke Bard has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, D-Row, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. Two different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? Two different ways. The power guy was on top of his game, not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
Pedro Alvarez will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
And he lays off for ball 1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Ready for another chance. Andrew McCutchen will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That misses. 1-2.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called away.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Digging in once again, Eric Fry. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Alberto Mondesi. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. 2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man. And it misses. 3-1 now.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. So a big moment here, and standing in, Travis Blankenship. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Popped him up. Alvarez in foul ground, and this will land foul. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Mondesi stands at first with 1 out. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And he missed with it, ball 4, so that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Well, when you've been out there as long as he has, you have to expect to lose a little precision in your location. He's up over 90 pitches now, so he might be starting to tire a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
Justin Williamson will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 9, Justin Williamson.
So here's Joe Mauer as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Now pitching for the Pirates.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. In his career, Mauer brings in a batting average resting just under 320, and will look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
Matty, this is the type of player that absolutely frustrates a pitching staff and frustrates a defense because you know the ball's getting put in play at all times.
McCutchen will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2. So here's the cleanup hitter, Oswaldo Garcia, and a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. And a fastball just a bit up. A ball and a strike. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And it's 1-2.
The count is 1-2.
Now both runners are breaking. Sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the side is retired. Twins strand a pair. They still trail it here 2-1. Justin Williamson will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 9.
Here's Chris Davis now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. 1-1 the count to Chris Davis.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo home run for Chris Davis. 34 home runs now on the year, and it's given the Pirates a 3-1 lead.
The bullpen is going to have to take care of business in the bottom half of this inning, but they're going to be able to throw a lot freer that they've got that extra run to play with. Insurance runs are always huge.
Michael Tompkins enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Now pitching for the Twins, number 31, Michael Tompkins.
So now Carlos Santana, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really
swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. And that is off the wall in right field.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 on its way. Popped him up. Mondesi moving to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, number 23. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Logan Morrison will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Logan Morrison.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Morrison swings the bat and throws from the left side and stands in at 6'3". He was taken in the 22nd round back in 2005.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Santana, base runner at first with 1 out. Hit down the line at first. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second.
Up next for the Pirates, left fielder.
Here's Starling Marte. A couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon. Working to keep them in the game here. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Grounded up the first baseline. Mauer's there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Last chance coming up here for the Twins. It's now 3-1 Pittsburgh. Mark Melanson takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Mark Melanson.
Digging in to try it again, Trevor Plouffe. He'll lead things off against Melanson as they're down to their final 3 outs. First pitch on its way. Ball hit on the first pitch out to the shortstop Reyes. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. Great day's work any way you look at it. Ready now, Chris Mayfield. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a strike.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
High in the air out to center field. McCutchen is under it. 2 down.
Now batting.
Up next for Minnesota, Johnny Field, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Moustakas has it. Throw to first will be in time for the final out. And the Pirates have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. Pittsburgh win for the 106th time, most in the division. Garrett Cole records his 18th win of the year. Aaron Noah pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Mark Melanson hammers down the save, number 38. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
First for the victorious Pirates. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Twins, 1 run on 3 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 37 minutes. A reminder, fans, that additional light rail trains on the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station located beyond Wright Field on 3rd Avenue.